Hello and welcome to the Department of Criminology and Law at the Alun School. This short video is to explain some of the aspects of the law and criminology courses about which we are asked most frequently at open evening.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Payne and I teach law and criminology at the Alun School. Do you want to know how laws are made? Have you ever wondered why a Jaffa cake is legally a cake and not a biscuit? Do you want to know the difference between murder and manslaughter? And have you ever wondered how much you can actually defend yourself against attack? Why do offences go unreported? And does this matter? And why is it that some people spend years in prison for crimes that they have not committed? Well, if these are questions that you find yourself asking, then law and criminology are courses for you.
Our courses. Criminology is a level 3 vocational qualification. It involves 50% non-examined assessment, which means that only half of the qualification is an exam at the end. In year 12, you will study for a certificate, and if you stay to year 13, you will receive a diploma. It carries the same number of UCAS points as an A-level, and the entry requirement is a grade C or above in English language. Law, by contrast, is an AS level and an A-level course. It has no non-examined assessment, and the entry grade is a B or above in English language, and we do prefer you to have a humanities subject at GCSE as well. So first of all, criminology. Have you ever wondered about those crimes that go unnoticed and unrecognised? Would you like to study campaigns to change the law and look at the way that the media represents crime? Our course content involves in Unit 1, what sort of different types of crime are there, how does the media represent crime, and creating your own campaign for change in the law. Unit 2 is our examined component in Year 12, covering what makes a criminal and how does crime influence social policy. In Unit 3, which is in Year 13, you will look at scenes of crime and the criminal justice system from the commission of crime right through to the punishment. In Unit 4, we concentrate on why people are punished by society and does this work. We use a variety of different teaching techniques, including group work, videos, and newspapers.
A crisis hit prison.
We also make good use of our IT facilities at school for you to design your own campaign for change. What careers can you do after you've studied criminology? Policing, forensics, the prison service, the probation service, and the National Crime Agency are popular options for our students who have studied criminology. However, many go on to study criminology at university. Frequently asked questions about criminology include, do we go on visits? We do go on visits, and we have visiting speakers as well, such as from Wrexham Street pastors, and we also have local magistrates, and we have been on trips to courts and to universities offering specialist courses in criminology and law. Is it easy? Well, criminology is more straightforward than A-level. It involves slightly less writing on a day-to-day basis. It is a more accessible course. However, the grade boundaries are a little higher in criminology because, as I say, it does count for the same amount of UCAS points. What do universities think of the qualification? Well, universities like the criminology qualification because they know that it gives students some real-life experience. However, some universities in the top of the Russell group don't accept criminology for some of their degrees. What support is there? We offer a lot of support to our students, both online and in person. So, law. In law, you'll be studying things like statutory interpretation, how laws are made, EU law, and whether people can ever be above the law.
Would you go on a 60-mile round trip to test your eyesight?
I have, on occasions in the past, driven with my wife in order to make sure that what's the right way of putting it?
I'm staggered. I don't know how you're going to go out of this one, but it's going to be fun.
Oh dear. And you'll also get the opportunity to work with your peers, deciding about some legal issues and conundrums. We use videos in law as well quite frequently, such as this one from Cambridge University, but also to help our students study real life scenarios. We make good use of the press and a specialist website aimed at law students. The course content for law includes in Unit 1, what is law and where does it come from, how our laws are made and how the legal system works. In Unit 2, the law of tort, including negligence and liability. And then in Year 13, Unit 3 and Unit 4, both involve the study of criminal law and human rights law. Onward study and careers after law A-level. Well, law is a traditional academic qualification and thus enables and empowers students to study a range of degrees, such as law, but also the humanities subjects, history, geography, languages, English, politics, and so on. And then to go on to a wide variety of careers, such as accountancy, law, business, marketing, and so on and so forth. A word now from one of our previous students, Kat Frings, who studied with us, finishing in 2020.
Hi, I'm Kat. I left Alun in 2020. I'm currently a first year student at the University of Nottingham studying politics and American studies. At my time at the Alun, I did politics, law and sociology. I loved all of them. I especially loved law. The content, I found it to be so interesting. You know, first year you've got like looking at how laws are made and how they come into practice through like how they come in through Parliament, how they come in through legal precedent. And you know, that's all really interesting. And then like you also have your first look at substantive law with tort law, which is so interesting. It's so fun to learn about like what laws we actually have and like applying them to scenarios, which you get some of the funniest scenarios I've ever heard. So it's really interesting. And then year 2, you get into, my opinion, the more interesting part of the A-level, where you're looking at human rights law and criminal law. And you're learning about that and you're applying it to situations. And it's so interesting. So besides, you know, like the interesting content, you have some of the best teachers I've ever had, honestly. You know, they're passionate about what they're teaching, they care about what they're teaching, and it makes their lessons like genuinely engaging. And I always looked forward to going to the lessons. And you know, besides that, like they want to see you succeed, and like you can go to them about anything, and it's just like it's so helpful. Like I always felt like if I had like an issue with what I was learning, like if I was struggling with something, I knew I could go to like Mrs. Patwell or Mr. Goodchild with any question that I had, and they would absolutely find the time to help me. And that's so important in being successful. It's having the teachers that care for you and want to see you succeed and are willing to help you. And you have teachers like that in abundance at the Alun.
We support our students with booklets to revise from, and also in criminology, booklets to accompany the entire specification. We also make good use of Microsoft Teams so that our students have access to their resources 24/7. If you're interested in criminology and law, please do make an application to the Alun, and if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to use the email addresses on your screen now. We look forward to meeting you in September. Thanks for listening.